Hello everyone, welcome to our mental health page. We stopped last time with cluster B of personality disorders, and we promised that the next time we are coming, we'll be talking about cluster C. There are 3 personality disorders in this cluster C, which has avoidant personality disorder, it has obsessive compulsive personality disorder, and it has dependent personality disorder. Today we are beginning with the first, which has to do with avoidant personality disorder. When we talk about cluster C here, we are talking about a group of disorder that has to do with people who fear a lot. So the key word there is that the people generally are fearful. Now, when it comes to avoidant personality disorder, just as the name suggests, it has to do with people who avoid social relationships simply because they are scared to be criticized. They are afraid to make mistakes, and they are not ready to take criticism as a real life situation. They see criticism as a sign of failure. Now, consider a student who refuses to do a presentation in class simply because he is afraid he may make a mistake, or he may speak wrong English, or he may give a wrong posture, which may lead to make him or her a laughingstock to the friends, or even the teacher considering him or her as inadequate. So these people feel like before they should do something, they must be perfect in what they are doing. Now, there are what we call diagnostic criteria for you to be able to suspect that you belong to this disorder. There are a good number of them, but at least if you see at least 4 of these points, you should be able to meet a specialist. The first is that people with this disorder, they can avoid jobs that need social contact simply because they are afraid of being criticized. The second point is that they won't get close to people unless they are very sure that they will be accepted. So they are afraid of rejection. Thirdly, they will hold back when it comes to close relationship. They will not like to come close because they don't know if you accept them or not, and they are afraid of shame and ridicule. In the fourth place, they worry constantly about criticism, which means once you just say this thing you did wasn't really the best, they may not sleep. Probably they thought they should always be the best. Now, they are very shy in new situations, and so they keep on feeling inadequate. They see themselves as socially unappealing. It may be they feel that they are not beautiful or handsome. They feel that they are not intellectually smart or whatsoever, but they feel that they are inferior. They have some inferiority complex in them. So because of this mindset, they avoid risk. They avoid new hobbies, trying new hobbies, because they are afraid of being embarrassed. Now, what are the causes of these disorders? Actually, no single cause has been earmarked to be the cause of this disorder. However, it is always a mixture of genetic issues, early life situations, and environment. So where the people grow could be a leading cause. Their early life could be a leading cause. It could be genetically. Now, there should be a clear distinction here between this disorder and someone who is shy once in a while. We are talking here now about a pervasive and persistent pattern of behavior or thinking. So when it is something that began in early adulthood and it has been consistent in the life of somebody right to adulthood and even to old age, we can be talking about avoidant personality disorder. But for some reasons, a child was scolded, or somebody was scolded at one point, and the person decided to avoid a particular situation, maybe because of fear. It doesn't mean that person is suffering from this disorder. So the key point here is that it is a pervasive and persistent pattern. So thank you very much for listening, and we will be coming up afterward with dependent personality disorder. and subsequently with obsessive compulsive personality disorder. And with that, we will close the page about personality disorder and we'll move to something else. Leave your questions and your comments and I'll come back for them whenever I'm ready. Thank you very much for watching once more and see you in the next video.